Go. Warming her up. Feet hip width. Here we go. Let's inhale up. And we're going to cruise. Let's cruise for 5. Take it down. Double knee bend. Press it up. And 2. And up. Let that head go. There's your 3. Stretch it up. 4. Last one of those. Take it on down. And up and pause up there. Let's bring our legs out wide, sticking that tail back, flat back stretch. Tuck your chin so you're looking down, reaching, stretching out in the backs of those legs and the back and the arms. Just give me 2 more little pulses. Then allow yourself to go down with your bounce. Couple little bounces. Make sure you pull that belly button to the spine when you do this. That will protect the back. Good, and let's do 3 alternating flat backs. So flat back and down, 2 and down, 3 and down. Now we're gonna porpoise, stacking the hands. We're coming up, reaching away and through that knees and reach up and out. And feel that beautiful undulation of the spine. And through, give me 2 more of those. Reach it up and out. Last one, and then you'll stay back there, and a little pulses back. Just pulse it. Let the shoulders go through, relaxing the neck. Hands behind the ankles. Little pulses in, getting the torso a little close to those legs. And then let's do our figure 8 in front of the legs, side to side. Side to side, warming that lower spine up. Let's do 2 more. Good. Come into the center and roll yourself up. Super duper. Bring those feet in outside of hips. Stretching them both up. Here we go. Big side stretch. You guys ready? Stretch it up. Arm down and come on over. Good work. Oh, little pulses. Again on these, with these big side stretches, I find if I press my big toe ball joints in the ground, that's a beautiful way to stabilize that leg. I find, because I don't know if just because I have high arches, that I tend to roll to the outside of my feet and that destabilizes. So if you can press the big toe ball joint in, you get a nice counter extension. Now, is you're bending your elbow? If so, straighten it and make sure you're not bringing that shoulder forward. Nice. Press the hand in. Push and bring yourself up. Let's go to the other side. Reach up first, really get space rib to hip as you come over. Oh, goodness. And use the hand to protect as you come up and over. Stretch it. You can look up at the top arm if that helps with your neck. And really stretch. Just think, I'm getting rid of all that gush right there that comes over the jeans. Gush no more. Good work. All right, you ready? Push that hand in. Come on up. Hands at the shoulder blades or elbows. Little side, side. Little side, sides. Oh, so nice. How about some little elbows, long arms? Let's go. Elbow, long arm. Elbow, long arm. Stretching it all out. Good. One more time each side. Beautiful. And now we're going to take that arm and we're pressing it up and back. And with your head and eyes, look, I like to kind of point my pointer finger and watch the pointer finger as you do it. So you come up and around, take the head along with you. Watching when you catch your eyes and your head in alignment, bring it back up, and you're watching the movement, you'll get even more stretch in the spine. Isn't that interesting? You learn to hear first. Up and back. Good. Just give me 2 more. Nice. Last one of those. And now we're going to do our big figure 8s in front to back. So big figure 8 and back, up and back. Make it cruise. So good. 2 more just like that. Last one just like that. Let's bring those arms up and pay attention to this particular move because this is where we're going to start with some of our arms today, stretching those fingers. So you're just pressing it back, pulling it back, pulling it back, pulling it back. How about some ups? Some up. Stretching those shoulders down. Super good. How about a fist with little circles back? Opening in the pecs. Good work, pulsing the air in the front. Pulsing, pulsing, pulsing. Let's press the hands, bring them on up and back. Woo, stretching that whole torso up and back. Good, and then just bend at those elbows. Yes, we're gonna be working some tries today. So people are always asking me, how do I tighten up that back of my arms? And then when I show them, they're like, you know what, I'll just keep that fluff. That's a bit much for me to have to do. Just kidding, you guys. Arms up, hands here, elbows in, and big circles. Can you get rid of the fluff under the arm? You can, but you better be willing to work it because it won't go away easily. But it will with consistency. Doing beautifully. Nice work, you guys. All right, just drop those arms. Let's do a little bit with the neck. Good, so I'm just gonna drop my chin to chest, roll half circle to one side, lift the chin, let that shoulder just drop, and take it down and to the other side. Go slowly, feeling all those muscles. Good, you wanna make sure that that ear is like towards, whoop, this way, towards the shoulder so that you're not kind of tipping it back. Nice work. Take it down one more time to the other side, warming it up. If you want, you can lift the chin up a little bit, but don't alter the angle of the face. Then drop the chin as you roll one more time, feeling all those muscles there and back. Good again. You can lift the chin a little bit. Feel that go down your jawline. And then drop it. Pull the chin back to the spine and lift. Just a direct over tilt. Good. And when you lift, don't just like Wally lift. You want to think, tuck the chin, lift from the top back of the head. Lift, like how much space can I get between those little cervical neck vertebrae? That's what you're trying to do when you're doing that. Looking so good. And up, now we're just gonna look over one shoulder. Really stretch that neck. Good, and when you turn, you might again wanna think like you're turning from the jaw. That should keep you from tipping up at the back. So as soon as you get to one end, keep it level to the floor in the other way. And straight ahead. All right, you guys, you ready to rock it? I think we're pretty warmed up. Grab a little something to drink. We're gonna go to the chair or the bar. And let's do a big bend straighten today. So here we go. We're just standing here next to there, again, knowing that we're not going to be leaning at all. We're gonna really plant that stable foot, put this one up. I'm gonna put my hand here from here and just bend the knee and lift it to wherever it's good for you. Now, give yourself a tilt and we're going to straighten and then rebend. You ready? So stretch it and bend. 2 and bend. 3 and bend. 4 and bend. 5 and bend. Now take it out and pause it. Tilt more. Ribs are ups and little bend stretches. Bend stretch, bend stretch, bend stretch, bend stretch. How straight can you get it behind that knee? Really reach it through those toes. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're not done yet. We're going to do one more set. We're bending. Bend, straighten. 2, straighten. 3, good. 4. On this next one, pause again. Take it out. Tilt. Pull the belly button in and bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Really reach through those toes. So good. Are you leaning into the chair? Just check. You're going to know if you can hold it. Very good, you guys. All right. Outside arm is up, flex, tilt, little ups, up, up. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing on that stander, lift. Nice balance, guys. And take that leg diagonal, stretch it out in that hip. Super good. All right, let's go to the other side. Here we go. Same. Hand is just gently there. It's nice to put that one leg out. And the reason I like to do that is so that you can really feel the strength and the stability of your stander. So you're really stretching up. Shoulder, hip, ankle in a straight line. Hand here, bend. Give yourself a tilt. Belly button is in. You're ready. 5. Here we go. Stretch and bend. 2, keeping the tilt. 3 and 4 and 5 and pause there. Bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Stretch it, stretch it. Keep the tilt, no leaning. really specific. Really reach through the back of those knees. Good work. Keep going. Nice. All right, you ready for a second set? Here we go. Bend and straighten. 2 and straighten. Feel the heel on the stander. You're really tall and proud. In and straighten. Last one, and then we're going to pull it out. Tilt. Ribs, you ready? Bend, stretch. Bend, stretch. Bend, stretch. Bend, stretch. Bend, stretch. Who's feeling it in that leg? Give me 2 more. Pause. Flex. Arm up. Good. Tilt more, and just some little straight ups. Good. Now I find for the balance, I might shift my weight slightly back into my standing heel just a little bit. I noticed I was going forward. Pause there and balance. Good work, you guys. Woo! Take it on back. Nice, nice, nice. All right, now we're going to do the back booty. We're going to just do one that we've done before. So I'm going to come to here. Feet in a V. You're going to V your feet. Good work. And you're going to slightly bend those knees. Now again, just notice you want everything, you're standing tall. The hands are just here for support. Okay, you're not leaning in. Good. Give yourself a tilt. So really tilt under, belly button in. Take the outside leg to the side and back. So right here, as I'm standing here with my tilt, hips are forward. I feel it right in the crater of the tush. That's where you should feel it. So right there, all I want you to do is lift the leg, straighten it, bend it, touch the floor. Keep your tilt. Lift, straighten, bend, floor. Lift, straighten, bend, floor. Lift, straighten, bend, and floor. Lift, straighten, bend, floor. Check to make sure you are still tilted and that hip did not go back with the leg. Give me 2 more. Bend, touch, up, straighten and bend. On pause there. Tilt more, and let's straighten and bend. Just straighten, bend. Straighten, bend. Give me 5, 4, 3. Feel that in that booty. 2, 1. Flex, tuck more. Really tilt under. Tiny little lifts. Don't lift the hip. It's really deep. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, and bring it on out. Woo! Now, make sure that you are at that good diagonal. You're going to know you want to feel it in the crater. If you don't, adjust the where your foot is a little bit, okay? So let's go to the other side. Feet to the V, bend the knees, tilt, pull that belly button in, outside leg, you can bring it to the side and back. So it's either your 5 o'clock, your 7. Feel it right here before you even lift. And are you ready? Here we go. We're going to lift it off the ground, straighten it, bend, touch the floor. Lift, straighten, bend, touch, lift, straighten, floor, touch, lift, bend, straighten, and lift, straighten, bend. Keep your tilt. Are you tilting? Are you leaning? Just check yourself. Keep the standing knee bent. I know you're feeling it. Give me 2 more of these. Last one of these. Now lift, and here we go. Just straighten and bend. Straighten, release. Straighten, release. Straighten, release. Straighten, release. Good work. Give me 3 more. Give it 2 more. Keep the tilt. Don't lean. Pause. Flex. You ready? Don't lift the hip. Keep it forward. Keep the tilt. Lift. Lift. Little lift. Little lift. If you want, you can put your hand there on the hip just to make sure it's not going anywhere. Give me 5. I'm shaking. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, come out of it. Woo! I know. I'm feeling it too, girls. I'm feeling it too. Woo! All right. We're going to shake it up now. We're going to do some arms, you guys. And that's going to give those little legs a chance to twitch. Now, you can do these arms without anything. That's how we're going to do them today. But I just want you to know that the other thing you can do is use light weights. Now, I happen to have 2 cans of garbanzo beans. So you can always, if you don't have any weights, you can use cans of product. Make sure they're the same here. I think I'll use mine. Let's begin with our feet hip width apart. Bend the knees. You can do a little bit of a tilt, a little bend of the knee. And all I want you to do is bring, I'm going to not do it so I can show you. But it's really easy to just have those and lightly grip. So you know when we do these in the first part of the class, I want you to get into that position. Good. So see, I have a slight bend. Shoulders are down. Keep your shoulders down. Good. And tiny little lifts, tiny little lifts. Good, you don't have to worry so much about jazz hand, imagine, but just like soften the hand. Good, so just little lifts, shoulders down. Shoulders down. Well, look at Trish. She's got weights. She's showing me up here. Okay. Yeah, you can still feel this without weights, but with weights, it just gives you a little bit of added bonus to it. Because you can see it takes quite a few repetitions of this before you really feel it. So I'm just giving you this so you can play with it, okay? I might do a quickie for you for just arms so you'll have it in the back without having to do a whole thing. Nice. Now pause there. Pause, and I want you to just take them back just a little bit, just a little back, back, back. It's almost like you can almost feel like you're squeezing between the shoulder blades, shoulders down. Drop your shoulders, Mag. Really sick. I want you to soften here, shoulders down as you do it. Better. Give me 5, 4. You can still feel these right in without weights. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to change it up now. Now I want you to feel like you're hugging a huge tree. Okay, so you're hugging a tree, the fingers are here. Now, shoulders are down. Almost feel like there's a little drop of cold water dropping right down between your shoulder blades. Woo! Keep the elbows lifted a little bit. So just think elbows lift, and then bring the arms in so the fingertips almost touch, and back. And keep those elbows up, and back. You're like, okay. And back. Good work. Drop your shoulders, Nick, and drop the elbows lower. Arms lower. Yes, so arms lower, elbow up. It's like a rounded feeling. Better. I'm concerned because I don't want you guys up in your shoulders, and it's easy to do with this. And now right about here, everybody's probably going to have their elbows down, so you'll feel the difference. Just give me 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And then just back, back, back. See if you can make it even left to right. I say that because I can feel it on my right, but I have to really focus to feel it on my left. I don't know if that's with you guys. That looks good, Tiff. Just think elbows up just a tiny bit there. Woo-hoo, yes. Suzette, my friend, up a little bit higher with the elbow. Shoulder down, elbow up. Oh, there you go. All right, you guys shake it out. Do you guys feel that? They're little movements that are deep. Okay. But I know you guys want the wavy part of the butt. So here we go. We're going to do a little tries. I'm going to turn to the side because we're going to hinge over a little bit to a flat back. So feet hip width, bend the knees, hinge over, flat back. Now see, I'm flat back. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to poke my rib cage out. Really flat on the back. Arms straight down to start, palms facing each other. Good. Now I want you to feel like you're opening across the chest. As you bring those arms up, you knew what was coming, didn't you? Ribs up. Don't lean too far over, you guys. So Magna, come up a little bit higher. Yeah, I'm barely leaning, just a little bit. Beautiful. Now lift those arms up to where you feel the back of the arms, and we're just going to do some tiny little ups. Now these are all small movements. Small movements. Feel it across the pecs. Tiny little movements. Up, 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 up. Up. I want to see if Trish keeps those weights on as we're doing these. You do it. You go, girl. You go. Up, up, up. Okay, let's pause there. Now press them slightly in towards each other. Little presses in. Good. Arch your tail out a little more, Tiff, and watch your neck, that it's right in alignment with your spine. Beautiful. All right, you guys, how about pause there? Now, grab this one. You're going to slightly bend, straighten, lift. Bend, straighten, lift. Bend, stretch, lift. Bend, stretch, lift. Who's swearing at me? Bend, stretch, lift. Can you pull your belly button in? Oh, I know, that's like almost too much, right? Bend, stretch, lift. 3 more. Bend, stretch, lift. Make it small. These are small movements. Bend, stretch, lift. Bend, stretch, lift. Good work. And you ready? We're just going to end with little lifts. Little lifts. Straighten the arms out. Lift, 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 lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop them down. Shake them out. Give me a thumbs up. Could you feel it? Yes, very nice. Let's go ahead and stretch that out real quick. Let's grab that elbow and pull it up and back. Woo, I'm even going to do a side stretch because I will do a side stretch for just about anything I possibly can. And other side. Nice work, you guys. So I'll do a nice little series maybe for some quickies and we'll put it in there. So you'll just have just some arms and you can do those, 5-7 minutes a day, and that really will make a difference, those small, tight movements. All right, now I'm gonna do everything on the ground when we get to the ground, so let's do calves and serious thighs while we're standing, okay? So today we're gonna do calves in a plie position, not a big one. You don't need real wide. Hand on the hip. If you want your hand on the chair, you can. And let's lift up. Good work. Actually, drop the heels. Let's just do a couple. Lift the heels and drop. Lift and drop. And when you lift, press your heels almost like forward. Press and drop. Press and drop. Give me 2 more just like that. Good work. Now keep them down. Just do a few little plies, squeezing it up, just so you kind of get a sense of that. Good work. Now, you're going to lift the heels. Good. Drop them halfway down and up. So these are half and lift, half and lift, half and lift. So I'm going to go a little faster. Half lift, half lift, half lift. Now, I know in T-tap, if you're a tapper, that we're always on the last 3 toes. Not so with this. You want to be on all the toes, particularly the big toe and the other. Otherwise, you're going to feel that in the ankles. Now drop all the way down. Oh, thank goodness. And all the way up. Drop all the way down and all the way up with the heels. Drop the heels, lift them all the way. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Give me 2 more. Drop and lift. 1 more. Drop and lift. Now here's our combo. Halfway up, all the way. You ready? And halfway down, lift, all the way down, lift. Halfway up, all the way down, up. How about just 1 more? Because I am cramping. Woo-hoo! And let's stretch that out. I'm going to go this way. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The stretch out will feel good. Woo! Even into the hip if you want, and stretch it back. Boy, it's just amazing, isn't it, how you can really, sometimes just the calf I feel more than anything else. Good work. And switch sides, just stretching it out before we go into the thighs. Good, lifting and dropping. You can straighten that front leg and hinge back if you want a little bit of hamstring as well, which is always a good thing, right? Bend it. All right, and let's bring her up. Today we're going to do serious thighs, parallel feet. In other words, they're together. Okay, feet are for straight ahead. And now when you do this and you're bringing your feet together, your big toe ball joint is touching, your heels are apart a little bit, and that will give you parallel feet, just so you know that. And go ahead and lift up. Nice work. All right, so I just want you to, knees will be together, back is flat, just slide down. Keep the heels up so you're really high like a stiletto and stretch straight up. And then little bend and little bounces. Keep your weight there, little bounces, just kind of warming that up. Good work. All right, let's pause that. And we're going to do little hip, 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 hip. Good. You can let the shoulders go with you. Hip, 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 hip. I love this one. Of course, you know I would love this one, little hip, hip action. All right, pause that. And now side to side knee. You can bring the arm out just for some balance. Side to side knee. Feel that in the torso and in those legs. Looking so good. Knees are together. Beautiful. Let's stretch all the way up. We'll drop the heels for just a second, give you a break, and then we're coming back up. You ready? Come back up high on those heels. I'm going to bring my legs here. Good. Now, just drop down. Keep the heels high. In, out, in, release, in, out, in, out, in, out. Tuck it under and release. In, out, in, out. 2 more. In, out, pause. Yes. Up, down. In, out, up, down, in, out, up, down, in, out. Now I'm going to go a little faster, and I've been told as soon as I go fast, everybody loses it, which is actually the way it's supposed to be. So don't worry if that happens. So I'm going to go up, down, in, out, up, down, in, out, up, down, in, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You want to stretch it out? Yes, stretch it all the way up. Beautiful. Now what we have not done are the knees out. So you ready? Drop it on down again. Knees, 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 knees. Just in and out with the knees. Good work. Now pause it, bring it here. So it's an an up and down and in and out and open, close. Up, down, in, out, 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 open, close. Let's stop. All right, the last part. Yes, just one more. Good work. Let's let the knees open. Thrust those hips forward, leaning back. Feel the nice engagement here. And just little knees. In and out with the knees. Good. Make sure you're leaning back. Tuck your chin. As you're looking straight. Now pause there. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. With the knees open. In, out, in, out. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's pause. Hip, hip. Hip, 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 hip. And you're leaning back. Don't lose the lean. Don't lose the lean. You can do it. 2 more. And bring it up and out. Okay. Have you had enough? I've had enough. Let's stretch out. Let's take it on back and stretch it out. Beautiful work, you guys. Nice hanging in there with me today. Woo! Good, come up. Let's bring our legs up for a nice lengthening stretch. Bringing the whole body up and over. Woo! Yes, so when you're playing, you're doing some of the recordings, and I go fast on that, listen, you could see I wasn't doing it right. I was going up, down, and I was in and out. So that's okay. It's all part of, just getting the brain to engage and having a little bit of fun. It's all fine. You can do some bend straightens here. Bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Yes, 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 beautiful. And then I'm going to bring that leg back. Good. And tuck her under, trying to keep the 2 knees together if you can. Try not to bring it out like that if you can possibly help it. Nice work. And let's go to the other side. You ready? I'm stretching it up, bringing that leg up and hinging her over. Oh, I just love me this stretch. Oh. Yes, I do. Just let that leg lengthen out as much as you can. And then the bend straighten. If you're in a place you can do that. It's really nice to really keep those hamstrings and everything lengthened so we don't get bulk. Instead, we get long leaners. Nice work, you guys. All right, for time's sake, I'm dropping that down. We're going to grab that leg from the back. Stretch out in the front of the leg. Tucking her under, bringing that knee back. Beautiful work. All right, and drop that down. All right, so now grab something to drink. Let's go to the floor. We're going to do the floor work now, okay? So before we do abs, I'm actually going to do some side legs and hip and booty, okay? So a couple of those, quote, signature moves from the London Method is the Hello Sailor, the tarts. We tried tarts the other day, and they're really challenging, especially as you're gaining strength. So I want you to try. This will do the exact same thing. It's a little modified, but very powerful. So let me detail out the posture. So I just want everybody to get there first. All right, so front leg. Notice how my knee is directly out from my hip. Knee and ankle in the front, straight. Now this leg, you want that knee right in alignment with your hip. It's not behind the hip on this one. Now my ankle and my knee are in a straight line. Okay, so that's your positioning. Now the front leg hand is going to be over here on the side because you're going to be doing a slight lean. And I'm going to give you a few options depending on strength. Let's take this top hand and we're going to take this hip, and what are we doing? We're rolling. So you may just adjust yourself so you can get that part where you roll. As you roll, the toes lift. Rolling to get the toes to lift, right? The toes, as you roll the hip, should automatically lift. Good. Now, you can even put your hand here. If this is still too challenging when you go, you can take this arm that's on the side and drop down to your forearm. Make sure the elbow is right underneath the shoulder. okay? You can do it here. If you're strong enough, try staying up because it's keeping this torso up that you're really going to get it all in here. All right, now I'm going to slightly lean forward towards this front leg, okay? So now all I'm going to do, I'm going to have this other hand here, is lift the knee and the foot just a little bit off the ground. Now, when I do this, I find I have to think about getting my back heel towards my booty. So I'm almost bending the knee more. I'm just letting you know that in case you need that. And then just start pulling the leg back, back. Now keep the torso up. Keep the torso up, and you're not lifting high. Good. And if you can't lift it all, just slide it on the floor. Beautiful. Now, where am I feeling this? I am feeling this all up, just like where I would feel it with pretzel. Now, if you're kind of like, okay, Renee, that's pretty good. I'm feeling that, but it's not too bad. Only then, okay, you want to take the hand that's on the knee, bring it over, take the back hand back a little bit, press the hands in the ground to what? Get the shoulders to be straight to the side. And keep your torso up. Try not to sink down. And boy, it will just wrap you right around. Good. Again, keep thinking about bending that back leg just a little bit more. So let's just do a few more. You can lean slightly forward again. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop it down. Nice work. Take the back leg. If you can, you want a nice stretch. You're going to bring it around to the front. Good. Same side arm will come around here just to kind of pull it in. Oh, sorry, wrong. I did the wrong arm. I apologize. The back arm comes in to pull this, and you can then stretch across. So just to get a nice stretch on that hip. So give me a thumbs up. Could you guys feel that? Did you felt it in there? Excellent, thank you. I know it's a little challenging to get into the right place, but when you do, ooh, it's powerful. Let's go to the other side. All right, so pardon my repetition ad nauseum, but I just want to make sure because the positioning is everything. Again, front knee and ankle, knee right out from the hip, knee and ankle. Leaning over a little bit. Again, feel free to go on the forearm if you feel that's where you need to be. Stretching, just rolling the hip, and notice as that hip rolls, the foot will lift. So once you get yourself into that position, my foot is up, hand here to start. Lift the foot just a little bit and start, or the knee, sorry. And you're really moving from the knee back. And then again, I feel like I need to bend that back leg just a little bit more. Keep the torso up as much as you can. Oh, you guys look good. And then if you want more, taking the hands over and getting those shoulders square to the side as you do this. Woo, feeling it all, girls, right? Take it back. Nice. Keep pulling back. Keep those shoulders, keep up. Good. Let's just do 10 more little pulses. Go 10, 9, 8, 7. Lift up with the upper body even more if you can. Yes, nice, Pam. Keep that hip forward, girl. Good. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1, and drop it down. Woo! Super. All right. Now, I said that we were going to do sides. Let's go ahead. We can get that stretch going on. Stretch that baby out on that hip. Pulling it in. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to get in a very similar position and we're going to do our side. So now I'm going to go on this side. All right, so front leg is here, just like it was before. Arm is here, hand can be here to the start. Now take this leg and you want it directly out from the hip, okay? Slight bend to the knee, and now you're going to roll the hip all the way down. So you can see my knee is basically facing the floor, isn't it? I'm almost on the top of my foot. So stretching up here, you can lean slightly forward. In order to lift that leg, you're going to kind of slide yourself towards this hand that's on the ground and just float the leg up. Good. Keep that hip rotated, keep the knee to the floor. Good. And tiny little lifts. Where are you going to feel that? The same place. Tiny little lifts. Try to not have any bend at this point in the leg. No, it looks like my leg is bent, but it's not. Again, if you want to take the hands around, you can. Really keep this hip rolled forward, and the same with the knee. Beautiful. How about if we slightly bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Woo, boy, I feel this all the way up into my waist, which is just what we want, right? Bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. You feeling it, girls? Yes, you are. Bend, stretch, tiny bend, stretch. Give me 2 more. Give me last one. And drop it down. Oh, now we're not done on that side, so this way we'll just save time. Take the bottom leg. So we're going to come over, take that bottom, and now I'm going to be on my forearm. Bottom leg straightens out. That top leg, I want you to bring it up in front. Good. That same side arm, you're going to bring it behind the ankle and grab onto that leg. Now you're stable. Yes, you are. Flex the bottom foot. I'm going to lean over just a little bit. The bottom leg flexes and we lift up. Little inner thigh. Good. So flex. You can even turn so like the toes are down. Feel like you're lifting from your heels. And then you're really going to get it on the inner thigh. Try not to hunch and sink. Try to really be up again, like lifting from the waist. And that way you'll get it all the way up. Yes, give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No more inner thigh flab. Yes, and drop it on down. Nice work, you guys. Let's roll to the other side. You'll thank me someday. It might not be today, though. All right, so knee out, hand here, hip, we're rolling. So we're going to do the long leg again, making sure that the leg is in alignment with the hip, so it's not back or forward. Can lean over just a little here. Top arm, really rotate that over. Hand can either be here. It's kind of nice to start it here and then move it. And then you're just kind of leaning into the hand on the floor until that leg floats. And then adjust the hand on the ground. Keeping the hip, little tiny up and downs. And now if you want to change the arms and square those shoulders, boy, you're going to get that right around there. How about if you pull the belly button in? Oh, Renee, really? We got to do that too? You do, kinda. Nice. You guys look great. Beautiful. Isn't that just a lovely feeling? Like, I just feel like I'm just getting thinner by the second. All right, maybe not, but it feels like it, doesn't it? Like you're just cinching it right on in. I'm going to believe that. And since the brain believes what we believe and then does it, I'm all about it. Let's pause there. Little bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. You can do it. Bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Try not to move the leg forward or back. It's just a simple release and straighten. Tiny release of the knee and straighten. Keep that hip rolled down. Keep the knee towards the floor. Give me 5. Give me 4. Oh, I'm dying. Give me 3. Give me 2. Give me 1. And drop it on down. Nice work, you guys. All right, inner thigh, bottom leg straightens, top leg comes around. You're going to be elbow underneath your shoulder. Same side hand comes around the back of the ankle, pulling it in so you feel really tall. Try not to hunch in the upper body. You're lifting up in the torso. Flex the bottom foot, turn down almost so the toes touch, and little ups. So you're really working that inner thigh there. Woo! Nice work. Again, keep lifting up out of the waist if you can. Good. Beautiful. It's kind of hard to get those inner thighs right up at that top. And this is a beautiful move that will do it, working deep into those inner thigh muscles. Just give me 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. And beautiful work. Undo all of that. Let's do a quick stretch this way. We'll do a butterfly. I call this the butterfly stretch. Bottoms of feet together. Bring it in. And just little stretches here. And we haven't done abs yet, you guys. Oh my goodness. Really, Renee? Yeah, we're going to do some abs. We will. That's next. Feet on the chair. All right. So for time's sake, you guys are ready? Feet's on the chair. Let's turn the chair around. Get yourself ready, and we're going to do some abs. Because what's an original class without tons of abs? We won't do tons today. All right, I'm going to give you guys a sec to get yourself there. Either chair or feet under the bar, or best of all is when the feet are on the wall so you can really press that lower back down. I love feet against the wall. Let me just give you guys a sec as I'm watching it. Looks like everybody's pretty much in position. Excellent. Again, feel free to put a ball there. We don't have to do that today, but just saying. All right, you guys, you ready? So let's first focus on internal muscles. So here we go. We're going to bring the elevator doors in. We're going to take pubic and tailbone in. So we're already pressing in. We're going to tilt lower back. Pretend like you just tuck your chin. You got a little lemon under there. You're going to lift the shoulders and the head, grip behind, elbows wide, and let's do some tilt and grip. Some tiny little folds. Tiny little folds. Keep those elbows up. Up, up. That's kind of a weird feeling, isn't it? And we did that with the arms too. It's not something we do all the time, but it's a rounded feeling and will really help you also stretch out in your back. Beautiful. All right, release, hands down. And I just want you to bring both arms up and down. Up and down. Make it work nicely at the wrist. Up and down. Keep that belly button pressing in. Good. Keep the chin tucked. Just think about shoulders. Don't lift higher than the bottom of the brolly strap. Lovely. Give me two more. Nice. And let's bring the arms up. I'll give you a break for a sec. Let's arch out. Woo! Nice. Retilt. Arms straight up. Looking up. Just lift shoulders and little up. 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 Pressing lower back. Up. Up. Give me 5. 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go to one side and side. So side and side. Side. Try not to move the pelvis. So when you do this, you'll be really whittling down in the waist. Give me side, 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 and side. 3 more each side. 1 and side, and 2 and side. Last one. 3 and side, back to center, drop on down. Release the back for a moment. Woo! Excellent. Now tilt again, arms straight up, lift. And now if you can, bring your hands to your shoulder blades. If you can't get them, you can go elbows, but shoulder blades are the best. And little folds up, 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 up. Again, keep pressing belly button down, up, up, up. Now pause there, and you're just going to go twist side to side. Now really focus on not moving the pelvis. So one shoulder lifts, the other lift. Over, over, side, side, side. Keep pressing belly button into the ground. Good work. Give me 5 each side. Give me 4 and 3. Come up just a little higher if you can, pressing lower back. And drop on down. Woo, those are challenging, aren't they? Arch that back. Lovely. All right, now we're going to keep the hands behind us if you can on your shoulder blades. Tilt, lift shoulders up, hands there, and we're going to do the roll. So I just want you to come into like a circle with the hands there. Now, you're trying not to let the shoulder blades touch the ground as you do these circles. That's challenging, I know. I'm really feeling that in my abs. And then go the other way. And go the other way. Super good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys held in there with me. Good work. And release it. I think that's enough. I'm looking at the time. Let's drop those legs down to here. Of course, now we have to do elephants. Hands now behind the head. Good. Tilt, lift up to the shoulders, and here we go. 1 elephant, 2 elephant. It's always an up motion. Try not to drop back much, if at all. 5, 6 elephant, elbows wide. 7 elephant, 8 elephant, 9 elephant, 10, give me 2 more, 11, and 12. Oh, good. And drop on down. Open those knees out. All right, arms straight up, palms together. We're palming through. You ready? And just lift up head and shoulders and palm through straight. Good. Really press that lower back down. No arching of the back. Good work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Buzz, 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 buzz. And bring it all the way down and arch it out now. How about a little side stretch there for that beautiful spine? Up and over and up and over. Oh, stretch it out and stretch it out. One more time each side if this is feeling good for you. Beautiful, rolling up. All right. You know what? I would love to do Pluto, but I'm looking at the time and I don't want to keep you guys too long. So let's go right onto our bellies for a little tummy time. Right onto the belly. Hands, your forehead will be on your hands. And I really like this one for the booty, where you externally rotate the legs. The heels will be kind of touching. Then go ahead and bend the knees. Good. Then the knees will come out a little bit further from your hips. My heels are touching. And then just lift the knees and drop them. Lift and drop. Boy, you just feel that so well. In the back, strengthening, but also in the booty lifting. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. Give me 5. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one, hold them up there and then squeeze the knees in towards each other. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop them down and open those knees out. Woo, I felt that one. Let's do a flutter. So the legs are out, bring your arms above your head. You ready? Pressing the hips and lift and flutter. Flutter meaning you're fluttering the arms, you're fluttering the legs. Your chin is tucked to the floor. Really reach fingertip to tiptoe. Woo, and drop it on down. Great, let's just do one back extension. You ready? So draw those arms down, palms at your side. And here we go. You're lifting upper body and legs, pressing the palms in. You can squeeze between the shoulder blades. Tuck the chin. And we're just going to hold there. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And drop it down. Let's go into a bat child's pose. Oh, you guys, I am so impressed with you. You did it. Oh, yes. Just shifting the hips to one side and the arms to the other. Woo, and up and over to the other side. Oh, yeah. Now there's another little move. This is just a stretch, so you don't have to like roll your eyeballs at me. That's what I would do if I were you. Where your legs are like this, you're here. Notice my feet, the tops of my feet are under. And if you can just lift the knees. Oh, I just got some good cracks. Lift the knees so you're stretching out in the shins, but in the top of the foot. I really like this one. And all of a sudden I get lots of cracks in my feet. Doesn't that feel good? If you can do it. Good, shifting back. The other one that you can do too is come forward, tuck your toes. Okay, so watch this. You can tuck your toes and lift the knees. Good, and then lift the heels and drop the heels a little bit. You won't go all the way to the floor with the heels, but just lift them and drop them. Lift them and drop them. Another really nice Achilles move. So I'm not dropping my knees, Pam J. I'm just up like this, and this is all in the feet. On this one, I'm just doing feet, which is just nice. Yeah, see if you can drop the heels a little lower, Pam. It's a challenge. Good. Can't you feel that in the foot and the Achilles, though? So beautiful. All right, drop it down. Just wanted to share that one with you. And let's take those legs out for our final stretch. Oh, coming forward. Little stretchers. Super good. And if you flex the feet, you can flex the feet and notice that the knees will drop down a little bit more, so you get a little bit more stretch out of it from there. Just playing with your own stretching. So good. I'm seeing some yawning from some people. And the yawn actually means, let's bring our arms up, we'll go to the side, means that you're moving energy. You're just moving energy. I love that. I love it when we get into the stretch class and within like the first 5 minutes, I'm like yawning away. It's just so amazing to me. It's like just moving the energy out. And let's bring it back up and over to the other side and down. It's your body's way of releasing that, or one of them, which is just so fabulous. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, and then let's just come up. We'll bring the legs together, center, hinging forward. Good, just get a nice stretch this way to wherever you can. You don't want to try to overstretch. You just kind of go to where the body wants to go. And if you do that and just stay there for a few seconds, you'll notice that you'll get a nice lengthening out of it. Beautiful, and come up. Last thing we're going to do is we are going to do some rocks for lower back. So I'm just going to come here, come on down, roll on down onto your back. Give yourself some nice little lower back rolls. Excellent, maybe some circles here. So you really release everything out. Good, and then just cross the legs at the knees and put your hands behind your head, elbows in. Good, and you're just going to lift so you get your knees to your elbows. Just some little booty lifts, upper body can lift with it. Just feels kind of nice. This looks like our Kenny Everett's, doesn't it? So we can always do a Kenny Everett if you want, and here's how you do it. You bring these in 3 times, which we just did, and then you open the legs, open the elbows, cross the leg the other way, elbows in 3 pulses. 1, towards each other, 2, 3, open, switch, in, 2, 3, open and switch, in, 2, 3, and I think that's enough. Let's draw it on down. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms, stretch. Release, bend a leg, roll over to your side. Come on up and give yourself big hugs. You guys did it. Woohoo! Good for us. We are so good. I know I'm being silly today, aren't I? I am, because I am now on my holiday break.